Okay, I want to introduce you to Mobipocket Reader. In my opinion, it's probably the best all-around reader we have. So you would click on Start an e-reader and you come to Mobipocket here, and we're going to click on it to start it. Okay, and you probably see something like this when you first open it up. Now, the idea is to first of all find your ebooks. Your ebook should be on your memory card, which hopefully is already in the machine. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down here to where it says menu and click. And there are a couple of options here, but first of all, let's try clicking on open an ebook. Now this brings up a screen, and it's got what we call a drop down box here, and we have another one here. Now notice it says all folders. That means that it's pretty much looking through the whole machine to find ebooks that it can read. And notice it says type here, and it says PRC files. Well, PRC is a type of ebook. It's an ebook format. And what it's doing right now is it's showing you all the ebooks it could find that are in the PRC format. Now, we can click here on this little arrow. This is called a drop-down box. And let's say we change that to TXT. TXT stands for text file. And so now, rather than looking for PRC type ebooks, it's looking for text ebooks. So we have all these books here, and by the way, you can click here and drag this line and you'll be able to see more of the title. But let's say we want this Michael Crichton book. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to type on that Michael Crichton book, and lo and behold, as you can see, it has come up. So now all we have to do is basically read it. We want to configure it a little bit to make it easier for us to read. But what we're going to do first of all is let's go back to the menu. We're going to click on menu here. And see here where it says text size. Well, that text is kind of small, so we can click on text size, and let's click on increase. Well, it's a little bigger, but not big enough for me anyway, so I'm going to do that a couple of times here and get it a little bit bigger. Okay, now to read the book, we can come over here to the side and we can simply click on the side here, and that's going to basically equivalent to turning a page. On the other side, we can click and it's going to go back the other way, so that's sort of turning a page backwards. That's going towards the beginning of the book, and this is going through the book. Okay, now that is probably the most important thing about this program, what you've just seen so far. Everything else is sort of an extra. Let's go back for a second to the subject of opening the ebooks. When we click here on menu, you see there's a option here called library, and notice that the option of opening an ebook is gone. Well, what's happened is we have this choice, and when we click on it, it goes back to the beginning basically and shows you the screen as it was when you first turned on the program. So where did my ebooks go? Well, I can just go back to menu and I can click again on open an ebook, and here they come again. And notice the screen looks just like it did when we first opened it. So again, let's open a book here, and let's go down a few pages till we get some text. Now this is the table of contents in this particular book, and notice these headings are underlined. We can click on these and it will go to that chapter. For example, I click on that one and it goes to that particular chapter. Now the next thing I want to show you, since I think we've probably got down the subject of opening ebooks and turning pages, notice this bar running across the bottom of the screen. This is what's called, I guess, a toolbar, an icon bar, and each symbol means something. You can tap on each symbol and it will perform a particular function. Likewise with the menu, you have a number of subjects here, and each one is for a particular reason. For example, you can click on navigate, and if you want to go to a particular page, you can click on page number, and you can see it says go to page 460, go to first page, go to last page, and we can actually drag this little slider here and it will go farther into the book. And you see this little blue line moves as we drag it, or going backwards of course would be like that. There are a lot of features like that that are pretty self-explanatory, so there's no point in really spending a lot of time, since we only have a limited amount of time to go over this. You see here where it says close, I can tap on that and then that will go away. But just to show you briefly some of these features, this symbol here is for rotate, so I can click on that and now you can see the text is sideways. The reason that's good is because there's another option that will hide this top bar and bottom bar, and then you'll have the full width of the screen to read. And likewise you can hold the machine sideways, which is sort of nice. Okay, so let's go back to our regular orientation. This symbol is for auto scroll. That means the pages will turn themselves. Now when the auto scroll is on, you can control the speed it moves at. There's what is called an action button, sort of in the bottom of your machine in the middle, and it's got 4 little arrows on it. If you press the bottom arrow, it will slow down the auto scroll, and if you press the top arrow, it will speed it up. Let's see if I can speed it up here. There you go. You can see it's moving a lot faster. If I want to turn the auto scroll off, all I do is click the symbol again. Now, this symbol here of the font, I can type that, I can press that and you can see it changes the font to a different format. That was bold, this is sort of a light font, and it will continue to change when you tap on it. Here's a back arrow, and this has to do with connecting to the internet. I don't want to really get into all that right this minute. There are lots of help files available for Mobipocket, but let's sort of stick with the basics here. One other thing I want to show you is this options button right here, and this brings up a whole lot of different ways you can configure the machine. As you can see, there's a dictionary here that will set up to assist you with spelling the words. You can set characteristics of the font. You can change the font here to a different font face. You can control the size here. Here you can change the color of the fonts. You can change the color of the background. Display here allows you to change the margins. Here's a checkbox to use the full screen. Toolbar here, this allows you to check off what you want listed on the bottom of the screen, so you can actually change this. For example, I'm going to uncheck the globe and I'm going to check find here, and you see the little picture of the magnifying glass. So when I click OK, now we have a little magnifying glass, which is our find command, and I click on it and you can see this find box comes up. If I want to close it, I simply click here. When you're done, you can tap the X here and that will close this program, and you can now click the X again and it'll go back to what's called the Today screen. Okay, and that is a brief overview of Mobipocket Reader. I hope it's been beneficial to you, and if you have any questions, of course, feel free to email us. Thank you very much.